Hi Gemini, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, or Venus. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your December 12th, 2021 reading for you. Now I ask if this reading resonates with you, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you're interested in any of the cards that I'm using, they will all be listed and linked in the description box below. Now before we begin this reading, let us clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration and releasing any negativity. Take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from the body like storm clouds, letting yourself feel calm, centered, and at peace as we enter into this safe and loving space. Let's let the bowls sing as we see what the tarot has to say. Gemini, December 12th, 2021, Gemini. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. At the bottom is our rooted self. The left-hand side is our inner self. The middle, our heart, our emotional self. The right-hand side, the public arena, the public self. So let's see what the cards have to say. We have Strength, which is Leo energy coming through at our root. And we have the Magician, as above, so below. As we believe it, so it becomes. We then have the Six of Wands and the Lovers, which is Gemini energy coming through. So this is ourselves coming through right here, the very essence of us stepping forward. We then have the Ace of Pentacles and the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, amplifying this Leo energy right here. And then in the public arena, we have the Two of Pentacles and the Two of Cups. The repeat of the number 2 is creativity and unity and partnership coming forward. There's also, with the Two of Cups, it's the Minor Arcana Lovers card. So the essence of our personality is also stepping forward in a little bit of a minor way here in the public arena. So let's look at the energy we need to be mindful of. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. This is Cernunnos. So Cernunnos, there we go, is the devil in the Rider-Waite-Smith deck. And Cernunnos in Celtic mythology is the god of nature. So this is the god of chaos. So what we're going to find here is that chaos comes in and we're going to be really drawn to chaos. I mean, the lovers, you know, kind of in a negative sense. Well, it could be seen as in a negative sense, especially when we're talking about the negative aspects of Capricorn, or of, you know, of the devil energy, is a negative aspect of Gemini energy. So we can be really drawn to chaos and just like the heck of it, just do it, whatever feels good at the moment, go for it. And that's also something that we have to be mindful of in our own personalities. We have this tendency to be like, oh, well, you know, just go. When we get really frustrated, when everything gets really hard and intense, there's going to be a sense of, you know, just follow the pleasure, just follow the pleasure. And that's going to be something where we really have to be mindful of that attitude during this time, because it's not always going to lead to the best place, and it's going to lead to a place where consequences are really going to have to be looked at very honestly and very, you know, succinctly for us during this time. So our chakra energy Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides, is balance. Now this is the root chakra, and we're going to find ourselves needing the balance of the feminine and the masculine, the balance of what we want and what we desire within our lives, the balance of who we are and who we are becoming is very powerful here. Now on the 12th of December, this is an angel number, 1212 is an angel number. But also on the 12th of December, we have the Sun squared Neptune. So that's going to be something that creates a battle within ourselves to overcome our fears, to overcome, what has been holding us back. We're also going to be very sensitive on this day. We're going to be sensitive and caring people, and we're going to be forced to see our weak spots. And that's also going to be something that the devil brings up in us and in our world. It's our weak spots. It's the things that, we have trouble saying no to, or we doubt we can move forward from. So that's going to be something that we need to look at here in a very real way and in a very honest way for ourselves. What's holding me back, and why am I being held back? Because the angel number 1212 is telling us it's time to move forward. It's us being ready to move forward. It's a reminder to believe in ourselves, to create balance within our lives, and to recreate balance within our lives if anything has become chaotic just from being too overwhelmed with the world and its ways, or doubting that we can kind of smooth things over. It's been so long. This is a time where we start to bring that balance back, and at our root is the root chakra of balance. And so here we're going to come forward and really embrace that balanced energy. We also need to appreciate and invest in our meaningful relationships, or in meaningful relationships. This is going to be a time where we're looking at things as like, does this have meaning? Is this powerful for me? Or is this just something that I'm keeping going because it's familiar? And it might actually be a little bit toxic for me, but I'm familiar with its toxicity. We need to keep peace in our lives during this time and step out of our comfort zone, to stay focused on our dreams, and to realize that during this time our dreams are beginning to become part of our reality. It could be in a very small way, but it is going to be in a powerful way. Now we have Leo at our root. Now if we have Leo within our natal chart, again, it comes through very powerfully, but we also have to remember that Leo is ruled by the sun. So with the sun squared Neptune, that energy comes forward very strongly here, and it shines a light on a lot of things that have been holding us back, a lot of storms that we need to face, a lot of chaos that we need to face in order to be able to move forward in what we want, to be able to stand before the altar of our existence and say, this is who I am, this is what I want, this is what I need, this is where I'm moving forward to, and nothing and no one is going to hold me back. This is a time where we're going to start to see that our mind has tremendous power over our day, over what we're going after for ourselves, the way that we're seeing ourselves, and the way that we're seeing others within our lives. Magic is coming back into our existence, and this is something that we should be very excited about. The Six of Wands is success and celebration of that success. It's joy and it's prosperity, and it's a sense of a job well done. We need to start celebrating ourselves during this time, because if we don't, who the heck will? It brings us to ourselves. And that's the repeat of the number 6. And that's an interesting thing also about the 12th of December. If we add up all the numbers, 12, 1 and 2 and 1 and 2, we get 6, right? So 6 is a number of nurturing. It's a number of caring. It is a number of home and of family and of the people and things that are just so important to us. It's our people, it's our animals, it's the things that we love in our lives and the things that we want to build more for ourselves. So this is going to be very important for us in our inner selves, to have that foundation, to have that beauty within our lives. We have here passion, we have the Lovers. We're starting to embrace the passion of ourselves, what we desire within our lives, what we're moving forward towards, what we don't want in our lives anymore. The sacred masculine and sacred feminine aspects of ourselves is moving forward. We're going to start to see us more honestly, more openly than we have before. We're going to start to look at the bigger picture of what we want and what we need and where we're headed. We're starting to look at what is passionate about our lives, what is passionate about ourselves. And on this day, we're being told, bring it forward, bring it forward. But one of our weaknesses, one of the weak spots for all Geminis, is that we want to be loved. We want to be loved, we want to be seen, we want to be heard, we want to be, and we want to live with meaning. And why that is a weak spot, it's also our greatest gift, right? But our greatest gifts and the things that we need to be mindful of usually come hand in hand. And why we need to be mindful of this is because we can try and make this time into being that loving, caring person for everybody else but us, connecting with everybody else but us. and putting our dreams again on the back burner, until one day they just become the dreams that sustain us, but that we never embrace and get to live. So that's going to be very important for us during this time, to be able to embrace our beauty, to be able to embrace ourselves, to be able to embrace a bit of adventure, a bit of, just shining bright within our own lives. And that's what brings us to the Ace of Pentacles. Like, that desire, that starts to become the moneymaker, here. And it brings us to this place with God, Source, Spirit, however you see the divine, the universe, handing us a gift of prosperity and success. It doesn't mean that they have to hand us a gift of like all this money in the world. What it means is that we start to see what we really love, what we really want, what's powerful and beautiful for us, what, calls us forward in a very real way, and what talks to our hearts. And this is going to be the game changer. This is going to be the thing that, has us seeing the world in such a different way. We're entering into a new chapter because we're starting to see the prosperity that gets to be a part of our lives. We're going to see a door open that we didn't realize like that was even an option. And now we're like, oh, well, that's interesting. And that aligns with me quite well. And we're passionate and we're fiery and we're intense during this time. We can also kind of think, kind of charge without thinking. So we need to be mindful about that here, Gemini. So just be aware, we're also connecting really quite beautifully with our sacral chakra, which is creativity, which is also, our sensual energy. So it's bringing that forward, but we always have to be mindful when we connect with our sacral chakra that a lot of drama from this life and from past lives is coming forward. And we're thinking, how do I traverse this? How do I move forward when I'm having doubts that I don't know exactly where they come from, or I'm having fears that I'm starting to question, or I'm starting to see what's right for me and what isn't right for me, but I'm not sure why that is. And this is us moving forward boldly and bravely and beautifully in ourselves and in what we want from our lives. It moves us to the Two of Pentacles. It moves us to a place of prosperity, of balancing prosperity and abundance, of looking at what we need, what we want, who we are, and having our feet firmly planted on the ground. That's going to be so important. We need that because we're going to be trying to juggle everything. And the one thing that we're going to forget is ourselves. We're going to forget that we need to be balanced if we're going to take care of everything and everyone. And as we're starting to balance ourselves, we're starting to see ourselves more openly, more honestly than we were before. We're starting to see what drives us in our lives. We're going to start to see what we've been hiding from. We're going to start to see what we've, been ignoring because it's a little bit too intense. And as we do this, we start to see where it is that we need to be. And it brings us to the Two of Cups. It brings us to the Minor Arcana Lovers card. It brings us to unity. It brings us to healing. It brings us to the power of our dreams coming forward. It begins a time where we start to say, my heart gets to be a part of this. My heart, my passion, what I want, what I love from my life gets to move me forward. And that becomes a game-changing time. This is a game-changing time. It moves us to our subconscious energy to be mindful of, and that's the Princess of Wands. It's somebody coming in, or it can be ourselves sitting there and saying it should happen quickly. And what Spirit is saying here is like, it doesn't have to happen quickly. It can happen slowly and beautifully and build until we are absolutely ready for it. What we're doing here is embracing our fire. What we're doing here is embracing our intention. What we have to be very mindful of is being pulled into other people's fires, other people's intentions, and thinking, oh, well, if I help them, then everything will be okay, or everything will be exactly the way that it should be. And Spirit's saying, don't forget you. It moves us to our subconscious chakra energy, which is our dreams, which is the third eye chakra. We're starting to see and embrace and be inspired by our dreams, by what we love, by what we want, by the way that we need to move forward within our own lives. And it brings us to, and Spirit is also going to be talking to us through our dreams. It brings us to our subconscious rooted energy, and that's the sun. The sun energy is going to be very powerful for us. Things are going to be illuminated in a way that they just haven't been before. We're going to start to see things and be like, oh, wow, why didn't I make that connection? Or, why didn't I see that? And now we're going to be feeling it, seeing it, embracing a radiance. Now, people are also going to take us by eyes because this radiance is coming forward within us. We cannot fall prey to other people's negativity. That's going to be really important. They don't get to take our light away from us. It moves us to our subconscious inner self. And that is the Wheel of Fortune. Fate comes into play. Not everything is going to be in our control during this time, and that's okay. Is it going to feel okay? No, we're human beings. We like to be in control of things. We really, really do. And we can feel like we're on this mad, crazy roller coaster ride. But what we're also going to feel is that we're being pulled in a direction. It's kind of like the tide is bringing us to a place that we need to be, that we never would have discovered if the wheels of fate didn't change, if the seasons didn't change, if a new time didn't enter into our lives. It brings us to our subconscious emotional self. And that's the Seven of Cups. This is our dreams and our passions coming forward. These are our insights guiding us. These are the things that we've hidden away because they're so dear to us that we think, oh my gosh, could I possibly? And now what we're starting to see here is that our dreams are guiding us to the place that we long to be, to the place that we love, and to being a part of our everyday existence. If we can keep that going, throughout the end of this year to, into 2022, with the angel number of the whole entire year being 222, the time of new beginnings, that would be just explosive and beautiful. It moves us to our subconscious public arena self, and that is the Four of Pentacles. This is vampiric energy. It's thinking, I can't be as successful as I want to be. I can't move forward in the way that I need to for me. It's going to be the doubts and the fears coming in. It's going to be self-sabotaging coming forward. And what Spirit is saying here is why. Why does negativity get to triumph over my positivity, my dreams, and my desire? This is a time with the Four of Pentacles where we start to say, no more. No more do I get to hide away. No more do I get to be overwhelmed. Now I get to embrace my heart and myself. And I'm releasing this vampiric energy into the world. I'm releasing it from me. And I'm not letting it drag me down anymore. All right, Gemini. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I'm sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace the power and the intensity of this time. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Gemini.